What's up guys, boy Connor. Today we're going to be taking a look at our Black Widow ramps. We have a set of two that is going to help us load and unload our motorcycle. What we have here is a 2019 Softail Lowrider FXLR. Now, one of the things that we did for our ramp is we got some grip tape roll from our local hardware store. It's pretty much slip resistant tape or non-slip, and that way we put it along the ramp steps just to give us a little bit more security and peace of mind when we're walking the bike up the ramp. Now, we did sell our previous other ramp. It was an aluminum 8-foot ramp that we were able to ride the bike up, made it really easy. That's the way I felt most comfortable when loading and unloading my motorcycle. But with these, they're just gonna be a straight walk on. We bought one and we were kind of going through the motion of how we're gonna load the bike up. It seemed like the bars were gonna be way too high. So we went ahead and picked up a second one. That way we had, again, the peace of mind to just make it extremely comfortable. That way we didn't have to battle when loading and unloading our motorcycle. So it comes with a couple tie downs, some bolts, and then you have these clamps. That way you can secure it with another ramp that's next to it. And you can run these pins through. It's got some cotter pins. It's rough to see inside the bag, but that's it. But we have added the grip tape on there. Parts of it are still coming a little loose, but it's going to help serve a purpose. Now when it comes to loading and unloading, I just really gotten used to riding it up, which makes it, to me, a lot easier. That's what I enjoy. I think it's the easiest way to do it. Also because I was able to just ride it up my feet. The ramp that I had was just a little more narrow than this one is currently. And my feet, where it would just sit just on the outside, where I could ride my bike and just place my feet on the ramp, ride it up nice and easy. But with this one, if we were to do that, we'd have to ride it up this seam. And that just seems a little bit sketch. So we're gonna walk it up nice and easy, and then that way we can also figure out the length of where we want to put our ETrack for the Canada trip. That way we can have the bike a little bit farther near the back and then secure the ramps on the side. Let's get to it. That wasn't terrible. So now we have ETrack. Probably. So here's where we're at. It hits it. We're close. Pretty much what we're trying to do is to get it to where that closes just enough. That way we can have the wheel chock just in that area. Those are all pallets that are going to be coming out. And then put the ETrack close somewhere along there, mostly just for the front mount to tie it down. So these are probably going to be run a little bit farther forward, and that way we can cut another one should we need it, and we can have it run back. So we just need to push this up a little bit. Moment of truth. Perfect, just enough. We may even push it back a little bit, and then we'll measure the distance from the wheel well out so that we can make the other one mirrored as close as possible. Just ease her on down, son. God, dude, let's fuck that one up. Oh shit. A little sketch on that one. Oh, no way. Bro. Okay, so this is just a little side announcement. We have found our Tascam DR05. I legit thought I left this in California for Born Free last year, but we didn't. Still work? Oh, dude, it turns on. And half a battery. Oh, dude, hell yeah. We can get some additional audio when we do interviews and such. Whenever we do off-cam video, hell yeah, instead of just using that shotgun, we can rely on an additional source just in case it's too windy. But as y'all saw, it wasn't too bad. Let's put this out here. All right, so we managed to get it. There was a little sketch part near the end where it seemed like it was coming over on me. One of the tricks that you can do when you're unloading your motorcycle, that way if it's gonna seem like it's a little too sketch with the front brake, you feel like it's still slipping, what you can do, if you unload it at one time and you feel like it slips too much, even with the front brake engaged, or when you let it go, it just seems like it's going to carry away and you have to mash on the brake. What you can do is put it in first gear and then just let the clutch out, so that way it'll stop completely, or you can just kind of feather the clutch to let it down. And that's one other way that you can do it if you don't feel comfortable with just the front brake. Now loading it, you can either do the running method, run it all up, or you can just have the bike on and just let the clutch out little by little. Me personally, I do like a wider ramp and riding it up just because I feel I have more control of the motorcycle when I'm on it, so I can stop it. I feel like if it leans one way, I have enough lower body strength to kind of counter it on the other side. If I'm on top of it, just walking it up, I feel like the motorcycle feels heavier if it leans over one way, and then I kind of get in a little bit of, I guess you could call it anxiety, where you're just like, oh, no, you get a little anxious and you're just kind of unsure. But as long as you keep calm, kind of a cool head, where if you get a little bit of an oh crap moment, just, you know, stop, don't get too carried away, just take a breath, recollect yourself, and then just mosey on up. Definitely doable. I would say go with 2 ramps, because I have tried it with just a single ramp when we got back from Born Free the first year, that I had everyone's bikes in the back of the van and no one to help me unload. So then I started unloading them, and it was just really sketch, because with the Dyna I had the same 13 bars, and in fact I think it was a little bit taller, that it was pretty much like this, where I was unloading it and it just seemed like it was toppling over, and my neighbor was staring at me just like, what's that dude doing? Is he gonna drop it? But he didn't decide to help. All in all, I'd say the ramps, for the price, I would say catch them on a sale, because I think all in all for both ramps on the sale is about 400 and change, when I think they're 350 just one a piece. It's a little steep. They also have the other ones where they're completely wide. You can do the triple. John's Motor Garage runs similar, where it's 3 different ramps that it can break down. That one's about $400, unless you can catch on sale. It's about 300, sometimes even 280, so be on the lookout for that one. You could get the Harbor Freight ones if you are confident with them. I know some of these Dyna guys, they run a Dyna with a dirt bike ramp, they just throw it up there, but I'm not there yet with comfortability, but at some point I'm sure we'll get there. I'm excited. All right, so we're back inside the van, where we kind of forgot that we needed bolts, so we went ahead and got some, and we kind of forgot that we didn't have drill extensions that we needed, and we sure as heck we're not going to be doing each one by hand, just digging it. It'll be a great workout, sure, but no, that's going to take way too long. So we went to Home Depot, went and picked up the essentially ETrack screws. They're I believe they're quarter by an inch, maybe half an inch, I can't remember. I would say quarter by an inch, that's what we're going to stick with. And we went ahead and got the socket for the drill, that way it makes it a little bit easier. We measured the ETrack, we brought the bike in, and we wanted it as close to the back as possible, that way we had as much room here, which is not crazy amounts of room. I believe the front tire of the bike is somewhere here behind where the ETrack is going to go. And so that way it allows us about 38 inches of play in front of it, so when we don't have the motorcycle in, or say we do have it, we can just make a small bench here. As for the bed, still no idea what we're going to do with it. Initially I was thinking of doing some sort of ETrack on the side, and then doing the cross beam on the other, where they're wood beam from cargo trailer, US cargo trailer. Let's finish this thing up. We mocked up where we had the ETrack and try to get it close as possible to the other side, where essentially we're 3 1/4 from the wheel well, 3 1/4 from that wheel well, and that way it'll still allow us a little bit of room to put that box, and it's a mini bench. So that's in there, we're good. And so here in the front we're going to do 4 total, since it is the front. That way it just has a little extra, and we'll probably skip a couple, do 2 2, and then it's maybe in the middle do another 4. And just like that, we're at the end of another video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and while you're there, bump on over and hit that bell to be notified of any future videos when they drop, as soon as they drop. So until next time, I'll catch y'all later. Ride safe. Cheers.